So bank accounts. This includes checking, savings, any accounts that you maintain, well, with a bank. You would go into your local branch, and generally speaking, you would update the account to be payable on death to the trust. Now, there are some instances where there might be some specifics on your trust to-do list. Maybe if you're married, in some cases we place certain accounts with certain spouses. But go back to that trust to-do list and review what it says specific to bank accounts. But generally speaking, when you go into a branch, you will ask to speak to a representative to update your account. And you would ask them to name the trust as a payable on death beneficiary. Now, in some cases, feedback I've received from clients might be that, that when they went into the bank representative said, "Oh, trust, well, you need a separate trust account." And your attorney, they were supposed to get you a tax ID number. Well, if they go down that path, it's likely that they're just misunderstanding your request. Sometimes when people hear the word trust, they go and find the compliance checklist for trusts rather than simply adding it as a beneficiary. So if they are asking for that, or if they're saying you must create a separate account or you must have a tax ID number, they actually think you are administering a trust rather than updating your account. And if they go down that path, you could just correct by saying, I'd just like to add a payable on death beneficiary to my account. Does the bank offer that as an option? And most banks in the area do. There are a few online-only banks that, for whatever reason, their policy is to just not allow adding a trust as a payable on death beneficiary. If you live in the state of Kentucky, Kentucky, in some instances, will not allow you, the bank will not allow you to list a trust as a payable on death beneficiary. And if that is their response, you can simply then retitle the account in the name of the trust. And you could do that in Ohio too, but when you do that, in some instances, you have to get your checks, your debit cards, your automatic bill pay, your automatic deposits might be thrown off. In some instances, they won't be if the bank can still keep the same account, but just change the name on it. So that's a consideration to take into account. If you live in Kentucky, it's likely you would have to retitle. If you live in Ohio, it's likely you can use payable on death.